Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, today might be the first day of spring on the calendar, but the weather isn't showing that spring has sprung.
And arrests have been made in an Onondaga County murder case, and one may surprise you.
Plus, with the eclipse path of totality passing over Oswego, what is SUNY Oswego's plan for eclipse watchers coming to campus?
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Aurora Fitzgerald.
And I'm Matt Bly.
Oswego and Lewis County have been pummeled with snow since this morning as the National Weather reports that wind gusts were as strong as 40 miles per hour, making trips, quote, difficult or even impossible.
And while the snow has lightened up since this morning, more snow could be on the way. Find out more later tonight. Outside braving the elements on this chilly start to spring is WTOP-10 meteorologist Bradley Jacobs. Bradley?
Thanks, guys. And here it is, the first day of spring, and it is snowing out here. Temperatures are staying right around 32 degrees, right on the freezing point. Got a bunch of snow earlier this morning, low visibility. The snow's kind of picked right back up here recently. Came out here just a few moments ago, and my mic was all covered in snow. So it is starting to stick. Be out, if you're out and about, be safe traveling. And I'll have this and more with my weather headlines and full weather forecast later in the show. But for now, freezing my butt off out here. Back to you guys at the desk.
We have breaking news coming in. Tonight, the SUNY Oswego Student Association Senate is confirming that Aiden Wilson has won the Student Association election and will become the next SUNY Oswego SA president. Wilson ran for the first time in the March election and defeated incumbent SA President Austin Davis. The SA Senate is also confirming that Taiga Ajo won the race for the vice president, defeating current SA Senator Kenaya Mabry. WTOP-10 received a copy of the meeting minutes confirming the results just before coming on air tonight.
We can also confirm tonight that the mandatory student activity fee will remain in effect for the next 2 academic years. That fee money goes towards several on-campus clubs, services, and organizations, including our very own WTOP-10. The Student Association is expected to make an official announcement of the election results at some point tomorrow.
The Port of Oswego received $4.69 million in funding as a part of Governor Hochul's $111 million investment for freight rail and port infrastructure in New York. This funding will be invested in nearly 40 projects. This includes construction for an additional storage track, rail safety upgrades, an upgraded unloading method for agricultural products, and another upgrade to a more efficient electrical rail car mover with a smaller carbon footprint.
And Oswego County first, on March 27th, there will be a rabies vaccination clinic for your pets. Health experts say that the rabies vaccine is the most effective way to protect any mammal against the disease. And starting tomorrow, you can call the number below to schedule an appointment for the clinic held next Wednesday at the Oswego County Highway Garage. More information about rabies can be found at cdc.gov/rabies.
As of yesterday, the Oswego County Mobility Management announced changes that have been made to its transportation programs in an effort to better meet the needs of county residents. This transportation service will be curb-to-curb on weekdays, provided free of charge to all residents of Oswego County. There are no age, income, or application requirements for this program. For more information, go to oswegocountynews.now.
Here's some news for our fellow SUNY Oswego students. Tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. in the MCC Main Hall, there will be a Campus Opportunities Expo. This includes internship programs, student assistant roles, work-study roles, and more. There will also be another event held in the Marano Campus Center later that day from 3:30 to 5 p.m. about paid service opportunities after graduation. Best of all, both events will have free refreshments and snacks.
2 suspects were arrested in connection to the suspicious death of 60-year-old Kevin Mills in Nedrow, Onondaga County. One suspect, being an unidentified 17-year-old, was charged with second-degree murder, and the other suspect is 40-year-old Awanas Lazor, was charged with 4th and 5th degree possession of stolen property. After multiple days of searching, deputies later arrested 28-year-old Isaiah Smith earlier today at his Syracuse home. He was also charged with 2nd-degree murder.
Governor Kathy Hochul signed a standing order today that authorizes pharmacists to dispense 3 types of hormonal contraception without the need for a prescription. Pharmacists who participate can dispense up to 12 months of self-administered contraception covered by the patient's insurance. Hochul stated, "At a time when reproductive rights are under attack, New York State will continue to fight for every individual's right to access the health care they need."
With the total solar eclipse approaching, Governor Hochul launches an effort to protect New Yorkers. In preparations for this once-in-a-lifetime celestial event, New York will distribute limited edition eclipse glasses at 30 locations around the state. Hochul urges people to be wary of scams such as fake merchandise and false accommodation listings. Hochul also announced an expansion of the ongoing Love and Why Eclipse Safety Awareness campaign and more.
SUNY Oswego will be holding an official watch party for the upcoming solar eclipse on April 8th. For those that don't know, the town of Oswego is going to be one of the best spots to view the eclipse in the entire country. Students, faculty, and staff are welcome to come together from 2 to 4 p.m. at the lawn across from the Marano Campus Center to enjoy crafts, yard games, a live DJ, and free t-shirts. You can also get free eclipse glasses from the Marano Campus Center box office.
As we mentioned before, today is the first day of spring, but with the amount of snowfall, it felt like we were in the middle of winter.
Absolutely, but is there more on the way? Let's get a quick weather update from inside this time from Storm Team 10 meteorologist Bradley Jacobs. Bradley?
Thank you, guys.
Still ahead tonight, the Princess of Wales was spotted. Find out where.
Plus, President Joe Biden speaks in Las Vegas. Find out what he talked about after this break.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like,
No.
what do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30? Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close-up of that one.
Matthew,
Broadcast news.
look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm your Storm Team 10 meteorologist, Bradley Jacobs. Take a look at our current conditions outside. Sitting at a balming 34 degrees with it feels like a 24 from the wind making it feel cooler out there. As you guys seen previously, snow showers are still very active. Winds are currently coming from the southwest about 13-ish miles per hour. You see that lower pressure indicating that we are getting precipitation, most likely coming off of the lake from lake effect. Humidity sitting at about 85% and that visibility sitting about a mile and a half at best. And then looking down here in the corner here, about 2 inches of snow still on the ground. That's probably actively going up as the snow is continuing to fall. We do have some active watches and warnings tonight. We do have a winter storm warning for the counties in pink, Oswego, and then up here. And then we do have winter weather advisory in the counties in purple. And then right along the lake, we also have a gale warning and small craft advisory. So please do not be out on the lake waters. Taking a look at our current temperatures across New York State. Got the western region mainly sitting pretty here in like the mid to low 30s across I-90 here. Coming more into central New York, you got about 34 going down the 81 corridor, getting a little cooler down to Binghamton, the southern tier. And then looking more eastward to your Mohawk Valley region and the capital region. Get a little warmer over here. Albany, our big winner right now at 35 degrees. And then taking a look into our snow and precipitation chances for the rest of the week. Wednesday, we're having some more snow stick around into tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, there's going to be a small little chance of some precipitation lingering in. And then Friday night into Saturday, that's when you're going to see more snow and a wintry mix start coming on in. And then taking a full look at the 7-day forecast here. So tomorrow we have 38 degrees and snow showers with the wind continuing on. Thursday looking a little bit more windy with a chance of snow showers. Wind gusts can potentially get up to about 40 miles per hour. And then taking a look into the weekend, going to have lower 30s for Friday, warming up into the high 30s, low 40s into the weekend. And then taking a look later into next week, temperatures should be rebounding with a chance of rain showers on Tuesday. That's all for my full weather forecast, and back to you guys at the desk.
In national news, President Biden highlighted plans to lower housing costs during his stop to Nevada today, taking aim at high rent costs. Biden says worries about high mortgage interest rates and rent costs contribute sour views about the economy. Biden also says his administration was expanding clean energy jobs, lowering healthcare costs, and growing the economy. He will travel to Arizona next, where he will make remarks at a Mexican restaurant in the Phoenix area and launch a group dedicated to engaging Latino voters about his campaign.
Cyber attacks are hitting water and wastewater systems throughout the United States. The White House and the Environmental Protection Agency says that state governments and water facilities need to improve their defense against threats. The EPA will set up a task force to identify significant vulnerabilities of water system cyber attacks. The Biden administration tried to use a mix of federal support and regulation to address the problem.
Former President Donald Trump voted in Florida's Republican presidential primary today. Trump cast his ballot in Palm Beach, not far from his home at Mar-a-Lago. Florida is one of the 5 states holding presidential nominating contests today. The other states are Ohio, Illinois, Kansas, and Arizona. The voting is taking place just a week after the former president and President Biden secured enough delegates to clinch their party's nomination.
In international news, a new video out shows the Princess of Wales over the weekend shopping with her husband, Prince William. It marks Kate Middleton's first public sighting since her hospitalization 2 months ago, amid intense speculation over her health status. Laura Aguirre has more on this worldwide glimpse of Kate that some royal historians say is much overdue.
A Saturday stroll through a farmer's market near Kensington Palace, and a sighting of Princess Catherine of Wales that many royal watchers have been waiting for months.
We last saw her on Christmas Day, then she went into hospital, then it was just radio silence, and into that vacuum rushed all of these conspiracy theories.
Rumors of Princess Kate's health have been swirling for weeks following her abdominal surgery in January. She was in the hospital for 2 weeks before returning home to continue her recovery out of the public eye.
I do think they were expecting and hoping that people might see them, might take a photo of Kate looking great, looking healthy, walking.
The weekend outing comes on the heels of a damaging photo release showing Kate and her children on UK Mother's Day, meant to show fans she was doing well.
But all the photoshopping, it caused more chaos.
Accusations of digital manipulation by the royals caused many reputable media outlets to pull the image, with some saying that pictures from Kensington Palace were no longer trustworthy. Tuesday, this photo of the late Queen with her grandchildren and great-grandchildren, taken by Kate, was found by CNN to have over a dozen signs of digital alteration.
It's been a PR disaster.
A PR disaster that may have sparked this sudden public sighting of the royal couple.
They don't have to tell us everything. What they do tell us should be trustworthy, so they have a long way to go to get this trust back.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Police in Florida say former professional hockey player Konstantin Koltsov died by apparent suicide. He was 42. Koltsov was from Belarus, was the partner of a tennis player Ariana Belslaka. He played for Belarus at the Winter Olympics in 2002 and 2010. Koltsov also spent 3 seasons in the NHL with the Pittsburgh Penguins between 2003 and 2006. He was working as a coach for a Russian professional hockey team. And some of its cashews.
And Trump sues ABC. Find out why.
This is your channel 2 with sports and news and what to do. We're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
Welcome back to WTOP-10. Here's your health and consumer report. Fabric and craft retailer Joann has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Joann has been open for around 81 years and has been in trouble for some time. Their stock has been removed from the NASDAQ and will become privately owned. The company has received $132 million in new funding, which reduces their debt by half. For now, Joann plans to keep its more than 800 stores and websites open.
Some of Trader Joe's cashews are being recalled over concerns of salmonella. This comes after a routine testing finding that they have tested positive for bacteria. The cashews that they tested positive for were sold in 16 states and no illnesses have been reported. To check the impacted lot numbers, you can check it on the FDA's website. Users can also take the recalled products to a Trader Joe's and get a full refund.
It might not seem like it, but spring is here. While the pollen isn't out yet, the CDC says that more than a quarter of adults in the U.S. have a seasonal allergy. Doctors say to be prepared because of this season could be rough. Mandy Gaither has more on what you can do to protect against spring allergies.
Spring is in the air. Literally.
With global warming, climate change, we are seeing these longer pollen seasons that not only last longer but are stronger.
Dr. Purvi Parikh with the Allergy and Asthma Network says tree pollen may last through April or May, and then grass pollen will start to peak until June. Then there's dust and mold with which to contend.
What I tell all of my patients is start your medication early, right at the start of the season.
Parikh says preparing now before symptoms start can help control them. If you have asthma, she says to avoid attacks by getting on preventative or controller medicine early. For allergy sufferers, get on a regimen of nasal sprays and antihistamines, but get ones without a decongestant.
So that means without the letter D in it, because it's actually harmful to use that long term, like for allergies. But things like Zyrtec, Claritin, Allegra, those are all 24-hour antihistamines that actually work quite well.
Help avoid getting stuffy by using steam inhalation or neti pots to open up the sinuses. Keep windows closed, especially in the early morning at peak pollen time. Avoid going outdoors at peak times as well. When you come home, change your clothes, take a shower so that pollen doesn't go to bed with you, and use dust mite covers in the bedroom.
HEPA air purifiers work well for mold and animal allergies, but those air purifiers don't purify everything.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Former President Donald Trump has sued ABC News and anchor George Stephanopoulos for defamation. The lawsuit is over a recent interview that Stephanopoulos had with Congresswoman Nancy Mace. He asked her how she could justify endorsing Trump after a jury found he sexually abused writer E. Jean Carroll in 1996. Mace defended her support for Trump by noting it was a civil case and not criminal.
Coming up in sports, it's Jaden Jiggets.
Hey Jaden, can you give us a quick preview?
Coming up, we will have some lacrosse action and more after the break.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30? Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Broadcast news.
look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jaden Jiggets, your sports anchor for WTOP-10 Nightly News. Kicking off tonight's sports news due to the snowy weather conditions, SUNY Oswego's men's lacrosse game against Utica University will not happen tomorrow, Wednesday, March 20th. The matchup will now take place the day after tomorrow, Thursday, March 21st at 4 p.m. in the Laker Turf Stadium. Make sure to tune in to the game on Thursday. You don't want to miss the action. Staying on men's lacrosse, the Oswego's teams continues in their tradition of supporting the St. Balric's Foundation and raising life-saving funds for childhood cancer research and shaving their heads bald to show salutatory with children battling cancer. The lacrosse team started fundraising for St. Balric's back in 2007, and over the years, they have been increasing in the amount of funds they make for the foundation, including last year's team making more than $8,250, which is the third highest total in the 17 years. The 2024 St. Balric's Day in Oswego County is set for Sunday, March 24th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Lake Ontario Event and Conference Center. Admission is free, so make sure that you come to the event and show support. Moving into Syracuse, fifth-year men lacrosse netminder Will Mark was named ACC Defensive Player of the Week. Mark transferred to Syracuse from LIU prior to the 2023 campaign and reached his 800 career save. Mark, after making 17 saves in the Orange 14-6 win against Delaware. Mark in the number 5 Orange hosts a top 5 showdown tomorrow night against Duke. Game time will begin at 7 p.m. Moving from the field to the hardwood, Syracuse men's basketball coach Adrian Autry has been named one of the 16 finalists for the 2023-2024 Joe B. Hall National Coach of the Year Award. The Joe B. Hall Award is presented annually to the top rookie first-year head coach in Division I college basketball. Audrey guided the team to their first 20-win regular season since 2013-2014, finishing with a 20-12 record. And with the 31 rookie head coaches in Division I, Audrey's 20-win total tied for fifth best out of the 31 coaches. The Joe B. Hall Award will be presented at the 2024 Final Four in Phoenix, Arizona. Al, we move into Chase Center for the Knicks versus the Golden State Warriors. And you see you got Curry over there. You got Jalen Brunson over there warming up. And this game was just a straight shootout. Just threes just getting knocked down back to back to back. As you can see here, a little quick pass from Curry to Chris Paul. And that's a three right there. And in this game, you also got to bring up Jalen Brunson and Miles McBride went off. They both combined for a total points of 63. Jalen Brunson having 34 points on the night, while Miles McBride had 29 points on the night. Such a crazy game, such a competitive game between these two teams that are looking to get a playoff spot in the NBA. Right here, we see, oh, we got Jalen Brunson making his little moves right there. Oh, look at that move. Look at that move right, oh, hold on. That shot by McBride. McBride just kept scoring throughout this game. The game ended with the Knicks winning 119-112.
That's our report for tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for One Too Many.
Thank you for watching.
And have a great night, everyone.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
It's Al Roker.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like,
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30? Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.